Hello everyone. Today I have a hero from our, I believe, year and a half back restoration work, and this deck was performing super well. If you will recap my videos, this deck has been fully replaced all capacitors, fully restored, and was playing recording well. And here is the tape with recorded sound, and I can see there are almost no sound, and from non-metal tape there is no sound at all. All right, and I have listened it, and sound is really dull, like very only low frequencies a little bit. Okay, so now let me install this tape. Let's see what's going on. I'm already know what's going on, but I don't understand yet why. So let's take a closer look together. Playback, and you see what I see right in the middle. Record playback heads don't fully touch the tape. See, tape is flying above and even above the record head. Rise head. So rise should be pushing in for 2 millimeters, I believe. So something don't allow heads to fully go up. Right, so that's what I will be opening and trying to see. I'm already checking, so heads are sits on the springs pretty well, so no change here. So like looks like all panel don't go fully up, and it was slowly developing over time. So owner says that it's stopped calibrate, then it get worse, stopped recording, and now it's like even don't place well. All right, so let me open quickly and see what's going on. See you soon. Okay, I just flashed the pot right here, which senses the transfer position. It gets a little bit better. Now I see that gear gets into the proper position right here. And if you would see, the head stops before the pinch rollers goes up. You see? So that's heads engage and then pinch rollers engage. So something don't allow heads to go fully up. I had to remove the front panel to see what's wrong with the tape transport. Everything looks to be fine from this side. Everything works. No any issues which I can see right away. So let's see from the front why this mechanism don't allow heads to go fully up. See you soon. Hey guys, here I will try to show you what I mean. So if you may see stroke, it's like 2 millimeters lower than it needs to be, and I'm already trying to find, and so far was not able to figure out why carriage don't goes fully up. I'm afraid this deck was dropped, but I cannot figure out what prevents him to go up. Alright, so this has carriage, so it's all plate, as you may see, it moves like that. It don't goes fully up. Give me a second, I will show you more. And that's how it looks. So you may see as this moves, but it's not goes like it's about 2 millimeters short to go fully up in this position, and something prevents it to go. I'm still looking. I will find it definitely. I'm afraid I would need to remove tape transport fully to do that. So let's see. See you soon. Okay guys, after full disassembly I found the root cause. So there is some trash, you see right there, which gets into mechanism and it prevents it to go fully up. So let me see if I can pull it. I need 2 hands. Sorry, give me a moment. Let me see what it is. but I had to fully disassemble, pull out tape transport and so on to find the root cause, because it just don't fully goes up. And here we go. So as you may see, this piece was a pad from the poor tape, so it's just unglued and fall down, and now as you see it goes fully up to full click. You see, down, up, down, up. You may see it right here. Now it's fully go up. That small piece technically prevents deck from work properly. That's how it could be. Alright, check your tapes, take care, let me assemble, and see you there. Okay everyone, after all efforts, assembling, and finally we may see that heads touching tape. You may see, now it's fine. While I was assembling, I found another pressure pad from the tape, was just like lying down there. So that is how those old tapes may be dangerous. And now let's see if it will play. So finally, first test, I didn't check myself yet. Yeah, levels there, see, good. All right, let me continue verification, assembly, and I will check the electrical parameters just for the case, so make sure that it calibrates, works, and so on. All right, see you soon. Hello again, and after fixing the tape transport, we currently play it fine, but recording doesn't work, and that's where I started investigation. All right, the first step is to check. I mentioned the deck is arises, right? Now next step is to check on the record head, right? And I see that bias is present there. All right, so we have bias on both channels, right? So next step is to search the signal path to understand where we losing the signal. The problem is that there is no schematic for this deck. It is similar to 682, but 681 has just single direction Dolby board, so it just has like two chips, or like four, like two for one channel, two for other channel. When 682 has 8 chips and I can encode and decode at the same time. And in this deck we have a large switch which changes direction, technically switching Dolby board into encoding or decoding mode. Alright, so let me try to see where the signal should come from and where we getting lost. See you soon. So next step is checking signals on the record amplifier. And I see only bias on the outputs. Okay, so here is one input, we have reduced bias, and the other input we have 400 Hz, which I currently supplying to the input. So we see that we have good signal on the input. This is the second like feedback response, and the output shows zero signs of the change in amplitude. All right, and here I'm checking power supply, so negative. You see it goes down and then up, and now checking the positive, touching, and you see nothing happens. So I believe I need to check positive supply on this output amplifier. See you soon. And here we go. Negative supply, minus 12 volts almost, and positive, which is 0. That was I thought when I measured with the multimeter, not multimeter, with oscilloscope. So we have lost positive supply Now it would be an easy pass to trace it to the source and check where power supply is gone. See you soon. And here we go. I trace it from pin number 8 here to this capacitor here, to this positive, and it still shows zeros. And then we trace into this resistor R305. One side shows zeros and other side shows plus 12 volts. I'm not sure, so whether microchip or capacitor or resistor are the source of the problem. So that's where I will measure each of them separately and see what's going on. See you soon. Okay guys, finally we have 12 volts. The root cause, when I was installing this Dolby PCB board, it has a metal plate which fix it with the screws to the board, and this plate is connected to ground. So it appears that the resistor, this R305, in the middle of the screen, sits on the long legs which are isolated, but in this case it suddenly touched the board, so this plate. So let me show you right here. You see those lower resistor, and it touched it, and like that's where it shorted power to the ground. So it was my fault, really, during assembly. But now let me check if everything works. See you soon. I'm checking, we're still not recording. I'm not sure, so let's reset to zeros. And it's EX tape 120, but something is still really wrong here. Alright, let's rewind. And you see there is no signal. And zeros and no signal. That's pretty weird. There's something else. Let me see. What else? Hey guys, finally. After all issues remediated, everything works. So that's calibration of type 1 tape. And it's adjusted levels right here in the previous calibration. Okay, rotate it back and be ready. So now let's check 400 gears. And we're recording. I believe I need to adjust a little bit and check parameters because generator gets off a little bit. The additional problem I found with this switch, so when I was switching it between different positions, sometimes it don't contact well and high frequencies were not going through very well. Alright, so now 15 kilohertz. Yeah, I don't have way too much for this tape, so we may increase bias. And 400 gears I need to adjust generator, but we're good. So let's check one more time. Calibration. It works fine. Now let's check different tape types. For example, this one. Switching to type 2. We have problem with levels. Now we have way higher levels than needed, so we cannot remediate. Let me adjust it. So it's these spots I would need to calibrate to make sure that levels will fit into this range. Alright, see you soon. Okay everyone, I remediated issues, so I had to deoxidize these top 3 switches one more time. I heavily sprayed them with deoxid, and then I had to work them out. and now we have a pretty nice clean results. So here, that's our input signal. All right, and that's zeros here. I just right left a little bit. All right. Done. Zeros here, good. So now let's calibrate. So I set EX tape 120. Calibration process starts. Done. Now let's check 400 Hz recording. And that's the generator output right here. You may see. All right. Now playing, you see levels and pretty fine levels here, the same as we've seen from generator. All right, now I will zero counter, I record 15 kilohertz. Okay, so we may adjust from front panel the bias for this particular tape. Okay, and if I will switch here, that's the generator output currently -20. I switch it to -20 here, and we have zero level. And we have level here. Now rewind a little bit and playing -20 levels. And that's the levels from the tape, so it calibrates properly and just perfectly fine. All right, now let me reset. I will switch to record white noise here. All right, so let's start recording. Recording white noise, and let me zoom in a little bit like that, so we would be able to very clearly see the difference. All right, so on this range, so that's the source. It's around -20 decibel, and it's very linear. All right, let's record a couple more seconds so we have enough time to have it validated. All right, now rewind and playing back, and we have 1 decibel, maybe 2 decibel rise between 16 and 20 kilohertz, but all in all, very nice response for type 1 tape. That's what I like to see from any deck. All right, it's very linear and goes very far. Now let me see, let me run this up and switch from 41 kilohertz to, for example, 192 kilohertz. Okay, that's where I would need to close and restart this program, and now we would be able to see beyond 20 kilohertz what's going on there. So white noise. All right, and let's calibrate this tape. So 70 SX. Calibrated. Now let's check 15 kilohertz. That's pretty fine. One channel, like a little bit, 1 decibel higher. You may adjust it by using this spot. All right. Now zeros, and we're recording white noise. So you see now it goes beyond 26 kilohertz, and we would be able to see better where the frequency response from this deck ends. I can now switch to 40 kilohertz, so the original start to drop after 20 kilohertz, and by 40 kilohertz it drops by 15 decibel, not 15, like 8 decibel. All right, And now let's rewind a little bit. And that's we're playing, and we're playing well beyond 20 kilohertz. It's like 23, 24 kilohertz on -20 level. That is pretty nice results for this deck and this age, right? Terrific. Now TDK MA60, or like let's start from Sony because I was testing this the last one, so let's spend time to calibrate bias. Alright, so Sony tape, adjusting the levels. Alright, it does pretty well. Now let's check 400 Hz and 15 kilohertz. Levels are there. Good. Reset counter and recording frequency response. So that's the source mode. That's how deck responds for the input white noise at -20 level. Let's record like till 8 on the counter. So we had some time to settle up because white noise had to average values to draw the chart. Okay, now playing. Okay, so it was 15 kilohertz, now it switches to white noise and it plays really nice, like 24, 26 kilohertz. Really good results. Okay, and now TDK MA. Let's calibrate azimuth and level. For this tape is different by 2-3 decibel with Sony tape on the level. Okay, it just calibrated very nice. And now 15 kilohertz, and you may see the response on this tape is brighter. So we just need to adjust a little bit. And it's not linear between left-right channel. And it's an old deck, so I'm not sure why. Okay, reset counter and recording white noise. Again, that's initial source mode. And as we have source mode, now 4, let's go to 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right? And now we're playing. You see bias different between left-right channel and levels a little bit different, like 1 to 2 decibel. Okay, that's how this tape responds. All right, so I believe that would be it. I will record a music demo, but it will be a separate video. So just to remember, just to listen one more time how this deck sounds and record it from the RCA output. See you in next my videos. And that would be concluding videos for this long restoration part. See you soon.